Welcome to the Moto Project Road Test. This week we're looking at the BMW R which is a heritage-style motorcycle that's really taken the world by storm over the last couple of years. Thanks to Westco BMW up here in North Queensland, we've had the opportunity to take a couple of the different variants for a ride, get a close first-hand look at what the fuss is all about. So enjoy the road test. The BMW R hit the market in 2014. It very quickly became popular in the customisation world as builders created amazing pieces of art using the R as the canvas. The first thing you notice about the nostalgic R is its simplicity. It has an air-cooled boxer motor wedged neatly into a simple frame and makes retro look very cool. There's no unnecessary fittings or electronics, only the basics that you need: wheels, motor frame and the necessary electrics. Even so, the finish of these machines reflects typical high-quality BMW Motorrad and German engineering. Perfect lines, transition fit of components, and quality everywhere you look. The R is currently available in 5 different configurations: the standard R the R Pure, the Scrambler, the Cafe Racer, and the Urban GS. Each one has its own style, yet shares components with the other variants. I had the chance to ride 2 of these, the Scrambler and the Urban GS. My first observation was the simplicity of the dash, which comprised a speedo, an odometer and a few relevant lights. That simplicity combined with old-style design gives it a real nostalgic feel to ride. The air-cooled 1170cc boxer motor with a rated output of 110 horsepower gives plenty of power for this style of bike. For those who might jump on one of these for the first time and think the engine heads that stick out to the side would touch the ground at lean, the clearance would surprise you. They won't even touch when pushing the bike hard. The bike does have that usual boxer engine vibration on acceleration and idle, yet it's nice and smooth coasting along in town or out on the highway. When you give the engine a rev at idle, you'll also notice the torque of the motor pushes the bike to one side. There's no torque damping on this particular bike, and that's exactly how it's meant to be. It has a raw, solid feel about it. The standout for me were these things. Firstly, the handling of the Urban GS over the slightly twitchy front end feel on the Scrambler. The Urban GS has a 5mm longer wheelbase and a steering head angle of 61.5 degrees, which is a half a degree greater than the Scrambler. I believe that this is the contributing factor for that more stable feel. The seating position is super comfortable. There's a slight reach forward. All of these bikes feel longer than the R1200 GS for some reason. I noticed a slight flare at the front of the seat, which makes for a solid grip with the legs. The sound is throaty, yet it's still that distinct boxer sound. And finally, the front braking is superb and has ABS as standard. What I personally didn't like about these bikes were these things: the full Knobby tyre on the Urban GS. Though I know this model pays homage to the 1980 R80 GS that spawned the GS phenomena, I prefer a less chunky and better wearing tyre, something like the Metzler Peru Street on the spoke wheel version. After all, the bike was designed for urban riding. The absence of a knob on the side stand that makes it easy to find with your foot. Now, it's fitted on the R Pure, but not on the Urban GS or Scrambler, and that meant that I had to move my foot differently to push down the side stand. So there you have it. That's our road test on the BMW R Would I buy one? Definitely. If I could fit all the bikes I wanted in this workshop, then I'd definitely have one of these. They're nice and simple. They have that real raw, retro, historical kind of feel, but with all the mod cons that we would expect in terms of performance and braking and that type of thing. I know at the time of making this video that BMW Motorrad was really pushing some great deals on the boxer fitted motors right across their range. So it'd be worth popping into any local dealer that you can find and taking a look for yourself. And I'm sure they'd give you a ride.